for Holly and that tenacity.
Brother. Joey, you remember that time you told me you mugged that gay guy and he beat the shit out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And he wasn't a gay guy.
Yeah.
Because I'll get in trouble now. What happened was guys that were thinking they wanted to be gay, like guys that had families and shit, that wanted to get their dick sucked, would have a few drinks in them. And they'd go to Hudson County Park to see if there was somebody there to get their dick sucked. Like before I went into your show last night, I parked. Sean just said, park in this lot. I didn't park in that lot. I parked in a lot that was empty, and when I was walking over there, some dude kept making weird eye contact with me. He wanted to suck dick. I don't taste down.
No, he looked at you. Could have thought you were big pussy from the Sopranos.
No.
You want to suck my dick? I know that look.
I know when somebody looks at me.
Maybe it's a fan of his
because they know
comedy.
me. I know when somebody looks at me because they see me from the podcast.
Joey's
I know
got
when
like
somebody
a
looks at
guide
me
in his head.
No.
What does that look mean?
No.
Suck my dick.
I know exactly. I know it's either he had two looks to him. Either he wanted to sell me drugs, or he wanted to suck my dick.
Okay, how'd you decide that it was dick?
How creepy it was.
Oh, okay.
Just his appearance. I don't want to say he looked gay.
Right.
But just his
But
appearance.
he looked gay.
He was a male prostitute. Let's
okay.
pretend he
His
was a male
mouth was
prostitute.
watering.
Okay.
Okay, so
Anyway, so these guys.
these guys would come down and they'd be half drunk. Like in hindsight, I think about it, and they're all these type of dudes that may not just be gay. They just have a family, but
Right.
they like the gay. You know, it's
That'd be
1980.
gay, though, wouldn't it?
In 1980, it wasn't easy to go, I'm coming out of the closet. There was a lot of guys let me talk to you about something. you ever been around the guy? Tell me the truth as a man. You ever been around the guy that when you get in your car and go home, you're like, you know what?
For sure.
I could definitely talk that dude into sucking my dick. He's dying to suck a dick. Even though he's got a hot girlfriend and a kid and they got a dog and he goes to fucking CrossFit. You could tell that maybe he could mingle on the other side. You could talk him into switching governments if
He's
you
got
had
a
to.
kid and a
And a
dog.
dog. I know a lot of dudes like that you look at and you go,
living a
something ain't
lie.
right. This guy
Every
could
guy
suck
out
a
there
dick.
with a kid who's walking his dog is like, fuck, am I gay?
No.
Do I want to suck dick?
Maybe you have evil fantasies like Rob Halford and Hell Bent for Leather. You know that song?
But
You
Rob
do
Halford's
the
whole-
evil fantasy.
But he was gay as fuck.
No, I'm not saying that. I love Bob Halford. I love Rob
I do
Halford.
too.
But I'm just saying that
You got another thing coming.
there's a lot of fucking guys, dog, that you see, that you know. Maybe their dad's still alive and he was a Marine. You can't go
What the
home
fuck
and
does that mean?
You can't go home and tell your dad who was a general, I want to
okay.
suck dick full time.
I see what you're
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? So
I
they
thought you
play
were
the
saying
game
like
for a
those
while.
guys, if your
They
dad was
play the
alive,
game.
he's a
Bro,
Marine, you want to blow guys.
Joe Rogan, you're an intelligent. How many guys do you think are out there right now? We've had this discussion
Millions.
that are married, whatever, but every once in a while they put a feather suit on and they go dance like in anything.
It's probably
And
more
that's-
than 10.
And that's what we used to, we used to go down there. We were dumb kids. We figured out we could rob these dudes that were drunk. They come down to get their dick sucked. So we bait them. We got the captain of police's son, so we weren't going to go to jail. He was better looking than you. We weren't going to go to jail. We put him out there. We put like a guinea T-shirt, those wife beaters, with a little gold chain with a cross on it and shit.
The ultimate cock
And
tease.
we put him out there on
That's
Boulevard
hilarious.
East, and then we hide in the trees. And then he'd go, I'll suck your dick, and the guy would park, and then he'd walk him back. And right before I went to get that one knee, I come up with that straight right kick, John Jones to the fucking nutsack.
God damn,
You go
Joey.
down, we're in the trees. We're hiding in the trees. We fucking fly down from the trees. And we just bam, bam, bam. We take your money. We run. We're 16 guys. Nobody fucking knows what's right and what's wrong.
Not that young.
My mother. No.
Perfect guy
And
to
I was-
rob. Who's the
and
guy?
I
The guy's
was-
not going to the
He's
cops.
not going to the cops. And you got to remember, my crew was the third crew on. There was a crew from 64th Street. They were not only robbing you, they were taking you to your house. I had friends that were in high school that actually were setting you up. Yeah, let's suck your dick. And then they put you back in your car and go to your house and rob you. We were the light crew. We were just going down there peppering you with a few shots and running away
Ain't
with you.
nobody getting their dick
my
sucked.
point about the story was there was one time where
I got beat up. I went down there by myself.
You went, you
I
went
went down there
there
by myself. I had the
Yeah.
Knicks minus the 8.5, and I only won by 8. So I got caught by the hook. And I called my buddy, and I go, dog, we lost. And he goes, I'm with my girlfriend. But at the time, I was yaying it up. I'm hanging out with my buddies. We're hitting the bag. I go down there. I go down there, dog. I'm from Jersey. They ain't gonna do nothing to me. This dude lit me up. It could have been Nunez's uncle. It could have been Amanda Nunez's uncle. He punched me with so many shots. But again,
He lit your ass up
lit me up.
and had a rock
But here's
hard
the-
boner.
But here's the funny thing that in hindsight now, I know what Joe's saying. Levels of striking. I never saw striking. It was nighttime, so I didn't even see his hands. I just kept seeing lights. You ever see lights? And I just kept seeing lights. When you see lights at night, that's fucked up.
The motherfucker had some training.
It's